When we think of powerful, mysterious animals of the jungle, gorillas often come to mind. Yet despite their massive strength and imposing presence, gorillas are peaceful, social, and remarkably intelligent beings. These great apes are our close relatives in the animal kingdom and share many traits with humans, from emotional depth to family bonds and even a sense of justice. Gorillas belong to the biological family of great apes, along with chimpanzees, orangutans, bonobos, and humans. They are the largest living primates on Earth. There are two species of gorillas, the eastern gorilla and the western gorilla, each of which is further divided into subspecies. Mountain gorillas, a subspecies of the eastern group, are perhaps the most well-known due to their striking appearance in highland habitats. They are found in the dense tropical forests of Central and East Africa. Mountain gorillas live at high altitudes in misty forests, while western lowland gorillas are found in low-lying, humid rainforests. Gorillas rely on thick vegetation for both food and protection. They are primarily herbivores, feeding on leaves, stems, bark, roots, wild fruits, and occasionally small insects like ants and termites. Their physical strength is legendary. An adult male silverback, named for the strip of silver-gray hair on his back, can weigh over 200 kilograms and stand nearly 2 meters tall. Despite this power, gorillas are typically non-aggressive. They are gentle giants, choosing calmness and retreat over conflict unless threatened. Socially, gorillas live in family groups led by a dominant male silverback. These groups typically consist of females, their offspring, and sometimes subordinate males. The silverback is responsible for protecting the group, guiding movement, and mediating social dynamics. His leadership is based not only on strength but also on wisdom, experience, and emotional intelligence. Communication is central to gorilla society. They use a rich array of vocalizations, gestures, and facial expressions to interact. A low rumble might signal reassurance, while a short cough could be a warning. Their facial muscles are highly developed, allowing them to express emotions similar to humans: curiosity, fear, affection, even boredom. Gorillas also engage in grooming behavior, which is important for hygiene and bonding. Mothers are extremely nurturing, often carrying their infants on their backs and maintaining constant contact. Young gorillas play, learn by imitation, and are taught how to find food, recognize threats, and communicate with the group. Reproduction is slow. Female gorillas give birth approximately once every 4 years, after a gestation period of about 8.5 months. Infants are entirely dependent on their mothers for the first few years of life. This slow rate of reproduction makes population recovery difficult for endangered groups. In the wild, gorillas can live up to 35 to 40 years. In managed care, such as zoos and sanctuaries, some have lived past the age of 50. Their lifespan is heavily influenced by their social environment, access to food, and absence of threats. Though peaceful, gorillas will defend their group if danger arises. A silverback might rise to his full height, beat his chest with cupped hands, roar, and even charge forward, not always to attack, but to intimidate. This display is often enough to deter predators or intruders. Gorillas are primarily terrestrial and move using a method called knuckle walking, where they support their weight on their knuckles. Though they are capable of climbing, especially the younger ones, adults spend most of their time on the ground. Their diet varies depending on the season and the availability of vegetation. In fruiting seasons, they consume more sugary fruits, while in dry periods they rely on fibrous plants and bark. Gorillas obtain most of their water from the food they eat, which is why direct drinking is rarely observed in the wild. One of the most remarkable examples of gorilla intelligence came from studies with captive individuals. The famous gorilla Koko was taught over 1,000 signs from American Sign Language and understood spoken English. She could express grief, affection, and even told jokes. In the wild, gorillas show advanced problem-solving skills. They use tools, such as sticks to test water depth or leaves as makeshift sponges. They remember locations, form strategies, and adapt to their surroundings with surprising ingenuity. Each gorilla has a unique nose print, similar to a human fingerprint, which researchers use for individual identification. Their fingerprints themselves are also unique. Their eyes are expressive, and their faces can convey a wide range of emotions. One of the most tragic threats to gorillas is habitat destruction caused by logging, mining, agriculture, and human settlement. Illegal hunting and poaching still occur, despite international protections. Gorillas are also vulnerable to diseases, including those transmitted by humans, like respiratory infections and viruses. The conservation of gorillas has become a global concern. Mountain gorillas, once critically endangered, are slowly increasing in number thanks to conservation programs, ecotourism, and strict protection of national parks. Organizations work closely with local communities to promote coexistence and educate about the value of protecting these animals. Ecologically, gorillas play a crucial role in their habitats. They disperse seeds through their droppings, help regenerate forests, and influence the structure of plant communities. Their presence maintains the delicate balance of the ecosystems they live in. Despite their reputation as strong and silent beings, gorillas are deeply emotional. They grieve for lost companions, display affection for family members, and form lifelong bonds. There have even been observations of gorillas showing empathy toward injured group members. As young males mature, they eventually leave their birth group to form their own family. Some become solitary for a time, traveling alone in search of mates or territory. These blackbacks may challenge other silverbacks, leading to confrontations that rarely result in serious harm. Today, gorillas stand as living reminders of how close humanity is to the wild, not in terms of danger, but in shared ancestry, emotion, and vulnerability. Protecting them is not just about saving a species, but about respecting the natural world we are still part of. We often speak of gorillas in terms of power and size, but their true strength lies in their gentleness, intelligence, and capacity to feel. In them, we see a reflection of ourselves, not in a mirror of evolution alone, but in spirit, in family, and in life.